Alright, we're going to pick up on mostly what's on the inside.
Should I turn it around?
And, oh, that's the back of the heart. No, you don't have to turn around because I want you guys to see, and we'll take a look at some things on the front. So...
Alright, videoing in progress.
Am I going to be on YouTube again?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I can't wait.
You made your own little channel. Well, Stephanie made you your own little channel.
What?
Your own channel on YouTube.
What do you mean?
You have your own channel on YouTube. It's kind of like you have
All
your own TV
Professor
episodes going on.
Reed's dissections.
Where do I look? No, I'm serious.
I gave you the links. It's just all Professor Reed's
It's
dissections.
just your voice.
Yeah.
It's your face.
Yeah, no face.
Oh,
Say hi,
come
Professor
on,
Reed.
guys.
She's got you on her.
I want to show my mother.
Say hi.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, everybody. My mother would be so proud. Okay. She has no idea what YouTube is. But then I only found out last week. Okay. We got to be able to figure out the front and the back, all right? Remember, you've got those auricle things. Those, when you pick up the heart, where's the front and where's the back? Find the auricles.
Is it the dog ears?
The dog ears, and the serrated part is going to be facing towards you. That's going to be the anterior side of the heart. Another way to figure out the front of the heart, if you turn that page back, remember that the pulmonary trunk is a major blood vessel right on the anterior side. It's right in the front. Right behind it, you've got the aorta. So you take a look at this heart here, and we can see the pulmonary trunk. It's right up front. Now, of course, it doesn't look like the same picture in the book, but we've got the pulmonary trunk. Right behind it, you've got the aorta. So we've got a couple of auricles. We've got the pulmonary trunk. We got the aorta. Anyway, so let's open some of these up, and we'll take a look at some of the internal structures. Can you turn the page over, please? First thing we got to do on the lab test is which is the left side, which is the right side. It's what do I look for?
The thickness.
Thickness of the myocardium. As they're showing you in the book, the right side is very thin-walled, left is about 3 times as thick. So you take a look at this, it's pretty obvious. This side is going to be what?
Right.
This is the right ventricular wall. This is the left ventricular wall. So this tells me this is the right side of the heart. That's got to be the left. Now we have to think. Here are our atrioventricular valves. Here's the one on this side, and there's the one on that side. If this is the right side of the heart, think. What's the name of this valve? Tricuspid. You got it. If this is the left side of the heart, I know that because it's thicker, then what's the name of this valve? It's got to be the bicuspid. Okay, cool, I can handle that. So this hole here is going to be the right ventricle chamber, and all of this in here is going to be the left ventricular chamber. Then, what's the name of these upper 2 holes above the valves? Those are the atria. This has to be which one?
Right.
It's got to be the right, because this is the thinner wall. This has got to be the
Left.
no big deal. What do we call this section that goes down the middle? That's the interventricular septum. It's what do we call the tip?
Apex.
That's the apex. You got it. Okay, well, half the battle's already done. As soon as you figure out who's the right and who's the left side, you've got a bunch of other names. All right, so what are these little stringy things? Chordae tendineae. What's this little, these bumps that the chordae tendineae are attached to? Papillary muscles. We mentioned this the other day. In the lower sections of the ventricle, you can see this kind of spaghetti-like muscle sections, these little fibrous sections. Who are they?
Trabecula.
Trabeculae what? What's the second name?
Carne.
Trabeculae carne. You've got it. All right, Annie, you can read. Very good, right off the book. No problem, kiddo. Now to see the semilunars is a little bit more difficult. We want to find where the aorta, which is right up in here, exits the ventricle. This dissection, they've been cut away, but there's some whitish tissue in here. There's a piece of it. I don't know if you can see this with your cameras. Well, let me cut that one piece and we'll be able to see another part of the semilunar. This is part of the aortic semilunar. See that like little cup It forms a little cup. It's remember the semilunars are like this? That's a piece of it. And so that's a piece of the aortic semilunar valve. If you look over here, you got another little cup. That's the same thing. That's part of the same valve. Remember, it's when these close, this fills up with blood, this cup fills up with blood, cause them to swell, closing the valve, right? Okay? So there's 3 of them, but we can only see 2 of them here. There's one there, and I actually just cut the damaged section of the 3rd one. The aortic semilunar valve is pretty easy to find. The one for the pulmonary trunk is up inside the pulmonary trunk. It's up inside here, and no, I can't get high enough up. I don't think, no. So I can't get high enough up inside there to see it. So, here's your lab test. Well, what side of the heart is this?
Right.
That's the right. That's got to be the left. So what valve is this? Tricuspid. So this one's got to be?
Bicuspid.
And these little strings are? And these bumps are?
Papillary muscle.
Then this little spaghetti stuff down here is? Trabeculae carni. What's the name of this middle section? All right. What are these 2 holes up top?
Atria.
Those are the atria. Okay, these guys are called the auricles. Oh boy, this is really chopped up good. Let me see if I can find a good one. The blood vessel in the front is called pulmonary trunk. Big one behind it, aorta.
Yellow stuff.
Yellow stuff?
Adipose.
Adipose tissue, okay. It's coming out pretty clear. Now we can see that there's, if we cut away this fat, there'll be a brownish colored blood vessel right in the front. Who is it?
Interventricular vein.
No. Who is it? Who is it? Right down the middle.
Left coronary artery? No?
Well, it's a branch. It's this branch here.
Anterior
Interventricular. You got it. Artery. You got it. All right, guys? Oh, one last thing. Take your little probe, go under there, get a little piece of thin skin. Who is it?
Endocardium.
Oh, it's not endo.
Epicardium.
Epicardium. What's another name for it?
Visceral.
Visceral who? It is a visceral membrane, but it's on the heart. It goes around the heart. Pericardium.
Yeah, pericardium.
Around the heart, in Latin, pericardium. Got it. All righty?